Hey everyone, today we're going to continue to talk about This Holy Day, my latest, newest release, This Holy Day by Jill DeVille. God put on my heart to write this book because it basically helps to break tradition and religious ways when you think about holidays. Most people that are really close to the Lord or feel like they're really close to the Lord think that it's some sort of honor and respect not to have any holidays or anything like that. Well, this book shows you how to put Jesus into everything, not using anything to twist anything or to have both sides of the fence or anything like that, but to truly seek the Lord first and his right standing, so all will be added to you. That little treasure is found in Matthew 6:33, and it sticks with me. And you will see when you read this book that it helps you to understand why you even celebrate holidays. A lot of people would say, why do you pop fireworks? Why the turkey? Why the Easter bunny? Why all these things? Where did they come from? And I know tradition and Google and all those things teach us and tell us and explain to us all the reasons why the world celebrates those things. But why do you celebrate it? What do you tell your children or your spouse or your family or your coworkers? Why do you say that you do what you do? So with this book, Jesus is really trying to transition things so that we have a spirit mind, a mind like Christ that truly says, this is the day that the Lord has made. We will be thankful and glad in it. So what he's teaching me in here, I would love to teach you because it changed my family traditions to be centered on the Lord. And I pray that it helps with you also. This new year, we went to Universal and it was amazing. My husband and I don't ever take off for anything. And we took off 2 weeks to be in the presence of the Lord's gifts that he wanted to bless us with. And it was wonderful. And hearing the fireworks and that massive capacity changed so much. It just gave me a message, a revelation in that moment that we're that light in the sky, like that Bethlehem star that just drew people to Christ. That's what we're meant to be. That's what John was screaming so much about before he came before Jesus. And we're the ones here now before Jesus comes back. So we have to be that loud voice like John spiritually and know how to be. So we're going to continue reading This Holy Day in chapter 1 about New Year's holiday, and then we'll continue to figure out what Valentine's Day is for us for February in the next readings after we get through chapter 1. So chapter 1 goes on to say, when you sit back and think of traditions like fireworks, what do you even say you are popping fireworks for? Why are fireworks only for Christmas, New Year's, or Independence Day in most places? I mean, I would like to pop fireworks on Mother's Day, wouldn't you? Yes. I am a mother of three, and I think I need something, don't you? How about you fathers? What about Father's Day? Why not fireworks on Father's Day? Is it not asking too much for us to have fireworks too? If you went outside and popped leftover fireworks on Mother's Day or Father's Day, most of your neighbors would think you were crazy and wonder what in the world you are doing. Or would you start a new tradition that would end up carrying on and they wouldn't even know why they did it? Is that why we do the things we do? That somebody just decided to do something one day and we just kept carrying it on? Your neighbors would wonder, what are you doing? Why today? They would say, knowing they probably would like to be celebrated that way too. However, it is not normal. Why is it not normal? Because people live of the world and you're not of the world, right? So if you say you're not of the world, that you are of God, you are of spirit and truth, then you do things in a way that is celebrating spirit and truth for you. I'm not saying you can start pop fireworks on Mother's Day or Father's Day, but if you want to, do it. It doesn't matter if it's not normal to the world. You do what is normal between you and the Lord. As you get closer to the Lord, you're going to start building such a bond with him that you do not care about what the world thinks of you because you are not worldly. You are spirit-filled and spirit-led, and you do things according to his plan. That is what religion and tradition teach us. It controls and has you following the crowd. Jesus says we spring forth. We are set apart. We are ambassadors of him. If you ever read Matthew, Mark, Luke, and John in the Bible, you know Jesus did not follow religion and tradition. He did not. He absolutely did not. If you do not know this, go read those Gospels. Get to know your Father. Get to know him so intimately. Watch what he did. Watch how he moved. Watch how he acted and reacted to every feeling there possibly could be. Every scenario there possibly be, he has placed in Matthew, Mark, Luke, and John so that we could be accountable and inexcusable, so that when people see us and see our reaction of defense or anger or pity or any of those things, Jesus said, I was in all those situations. I showed you all those situations and what to do. He says, in your anger, do not sin. In your pity, do not sin. In your power, do not sin. All those things. Jesus went against the current and showed us the true way, truth, and life. We have no problem being loud, disobedient, or rude when we want what we want or feel what we feel, right? But let us say the fireworks stand for Jesus. Then who is bold now? We should be. Maybe, just maybe, when you share this wisdom, understanding, and faith with others, you will be that light in the darkness. When your children or grandchildren or coworkers or somebody from another state or country comes visit and they say, why do y'all pop fireworks on New Year's? You share with them to celebrate the light in the darkness. It's a symbol of our light in the darkness of the world. It's a symbol of light at the beginning of time when God said, let there be light, and Jesus was the light of the world for us. Make it about Jesus, because you are about Jesus, and it is time to be that way in every single thing. That way the Spirit of the Lord will change tradition and religion throughout the world because of you. You plant one seed in your generation, and from generation to generation, your family will start to do these things, and they won't wonder why they pop in fireworks. They will know why, and they will have a significant reason why. And that is so important, not only to you, but to them and people that you'll never meet that's in your bloodline. It will be like a massive firework just exploded in their mind. And they will say things like, oh, I never thought of it that way. What if you were the reason someone transformed their traditions to represent Jesus instead of a date? Wow, how powerful could that be? When Jesus told me that, I was like, wow, that is powerful. I got to share that with this world so that we can know, we can be the reason. Our great, great, great grandchildren that we never meet will be out there popping fireworks one day saying, look, the light of the world. When God formed the world, he formed light, and be talking about Jesus, and you will hear it in the spirit because you will go on in the spirit. Your spirit never dies. It either goes to heaven or hell. Why not change the world so that it thinks of the Lord first in everything? Seek him first and his right standing, and all will be added to you. I'm going to read a little more before we go. By now, you have witnessed by midnight, everyone is either exhausted, some do not even make it to 12 a.m. to bring in the new year, or the party people think that they are just getting started, right? But they do not recall a thing due to being too drunk or too high or too tired. What if 12 a.m. was represented as walking into the new level with the Lord? Powerful, right? New Year resolutions are gone by day 2, at the most by day 7. From my experience, what if you decided on a fast instead? Before you say no way, think about it, and we'll talk about it more on the next time. I pray that you can get to this holy day. I did not put it on an ebook yet on purpose. I feel like people need that paperback, that traditional thing to go pull off the shelf for years and years and years, to change tradition and religion in your household, to seek the Lord first in every single thing, and learn how, especially in holidays, to make them a holy day. Bye, everyone.